Okay, day 4. First thing, I'm going to try to break this little clamp that's right here so that I can remove this hose from the oil filter housing. Okay, well that was really simple. Now I'm just going to try to remove this hose from the top of the oil filter housing and not spill oil everywhere. Well, it started to come off. Maybe I'll just leave it so in case I do spill oil, I don't get it all over the place. That's this hose right here. And I do want to leave it attached up at the top though. It's right here. See, it goes down underneath to right there. I guess I'll just work on the bolts. I think that's the next step, is to find the bolts. I can see one right down there. I believe they're 10 millimeter. Yeah, right there. Okay, but before I get to that one, I'm going to pull this little sensor off. I just had to push that down and slide these out of the way to locate that 10 millimeter bolt right there. So I'm going to get that one, but first I'm going to go under the car and get the 3 that are below under the car. One right here, second one right there, and the third one is just right up there. I'm touching it. So I'm gonna take this one all the way off and this one all the way off. This one I'm gonna break and then tighten back down because that's what they said to do. Okay, now I don't know if they're all gonna work like that, but I had to use, here, I'll show you. Okay, oops. Okay, so I'm using this little socket and I'm putting the wrench inside because it was so much pressure on my hands that I couldn't handle it. So putting this thing in here and then just rotating this because I don't have a ton of clearance. I'll show you. Oops. So a little bit and then turn it over for a little more clearance and a little turn. And turn it over for a little clearance and a little turn. And just quarter twist by quarter twist. So I don't know if that was super difficult because there's a Loctite or something on there. Don't know what it is, but that was really in there tight. Okay, so I've removed the first one right there. Now I'm going to start working on the second one. And I did loosen this and snug it back down. Okay, got this little kit. Gonna try to get off the stripped bolt. Okay, let's hope this works. Let's push that in. There we go. Okay, the camera probably will not be able to capture this. However, here's what I'm doing. I have the little insert there, and I very carefully get it positioned right where it needs to be. Very carefully slide it on there, and I get to turn it about, let's get it on there. Come on. Oh, it's so tight. I get it on there and I'm able to turn it about, oops, almost, come on. Oh, I was just doing it a few minutes ago. There we go. Okay, it's on. I can turn it this much. I can go that far. And then, well, maybe I can do it. Oh, it won't, nothing else. It won't fit on there. So then I have to take this out. Let's go this way. Okay, where is it? And then I have to pop this thing out. And I have to twist it one little ridge notch and put it back in. So each time I have to twist it by one little notch. You can't see it. It's very intricate and a real pain in the butt. Okay, there's probably been worse ones, but there you go. Nice little stripped out bolt. Got it off though. All right, so this one is tightened back down. We're gonna leave that there, and let's go up to the top and remove the next fourth bolt. Okay, the next bolt is right down there, but I can probably use a 10mm socket, not the wrench. That's on there pretty tight. Let's see. All right, well, I had to use two hands. Got that one though too. There's number 3. Okay, I'm gonna go back under the car in a second, but just wanted to show that I was able to pull that little hose right off there. This one is not coming off yet, so I'm gonna try to do that very last. There's only one more bolt holding this thing on, and it's down at the bottom. I'm gonna get that started and then put the oil drain pan down there just in case there's more leaks. Okay, we're gonna get that final 10mm bolt started here. I think this is the one. Yeah, I already loosened it and tightened it back down, so now we'll just start. We'll use the box end. Anyway, I'll work on this for a few minutes. And then I'll get the drain pan under here in case it starts leaking. All right, got the fourth one out, and now we're gonna start pulling that thing off from the top though. Okay, so I've got the oil pan. Yeah, you can kind of see it down there, that black thing catching the oil, and I'm gonna try to start removing the actual filter housing. And I think it just comes straight off towards me. So let's give it a try and give it a pull. Oh, there it goes. Nice. Okay, well, I'm gonna work on getting this little hose right there taken off and work on pulling this thing out. Okay, so this breather hose I can reuse, that's good. And it looks like this is just caught up on that little rivet that's right down there. So I'm gonna have to work on breaking that thing off. Okay, well, I don't know what's normal or not normal, but it looks like there is a lot of gunk down inside there. So that's the old piece, and that's where it was living before. That is not looking too clean. But I got it out. All right, and I do have to keep this breather valve. Okay, day 6 will be tomorrow.